a pharmacy. And what Gabrielle is saying is even more important now because we're seeing a couple issues arise that kind of almost encourage patients to use different pharmacies. One, and this has happened over the past 10 years, is we've seen these cheap generic drug lists get put out by different pharmacies, and they're a little bit different from pharmacy to pharmacy. So, we've seen patients that kind of pharmacy shop to make sure they're getting the cheapest option for each one of their medications. And that might not be the same pharmacy for each one of their medications. So sometimes patients do tend to perhaps use different pharmacies for different medications based on what's going to be the cheapest option for each one of their medications. And the other is the insurance companies and their preference for different pharmacies and for mail order pharmacy. So some medications, especially if they're generic and they're 90-day fills, it's cheaper for the patient and their copay to get that done at a mail order pharmacy. And they might go to their local independent pharmacy for, antibiotic prescriptions that come up from time to time or other medications that perhaps aren't part of that tiered mail order list. So there are forces fighting against that, but certainly it is the safest thing for the patient to get all their medications from the same pharmacy for those exact reasons that Gabrielle stated. And it's also good for the patient to build a rapport and trust with that pharmacy team. If you've got a good pharmacy technician staff, a good pharmacy staff that knows the patient, there's now a scenario where the nuances of that patient and their medication history and adverse reactions they've had in the past, those things hopefully are tracked in the electronic system of the pharmacy, but it also helps that the staff is aware of that context. So I love that comment. It couldn't speak more loudly to me for sure.